Yo, what up, what up? It's Big Brandon Carter. Today I want to talk to y'all about a subject that doesn't get a lot of attention. Sometimes you get in the gym and you hear somebody grunting, you know, from all the way, this motherfucker's bench pressing or something, this guy's making funny faces and grunting loud as hell. He's got the whole gym's attention. Like for me, I don't make a sound when I lift. I never make a sound, and I try not to make the funny face when I'm lifting. You know what I'm saying? I try not to make the funny struggle face when I'm lifting. You know, any of you that have studied neuro-linguistic programming, you know, or NLP, you know what they'll talk about, that motion creates emotion. Right? So how you move, your physiology affects your psychology. For example, like it's hard to feel sad if you're standing up tall with a big smile on your face. It's hard to feel like if you stand like this for a certain amount of time, you will actually feel happy. Your brain will actually secrete serotonin and dopamine. Like you will literally be happy just by going through the emotions of it. When you change your physiology, you actually change your emotional state. You change what's going on chemically in your body. I mean and the same thing, you can do it to feel happy, you can do it to feel sad, you can do it to feel tired, you can do it to feel awake. Now next time you're tired, just try to stand up and try to act energetic. Just pretend you're energetic, like fake it till you make it, and you actually feel you feel more alive. Or if you're in a situation where you need more confidence, stand like me. Just stand like me for a minute, and you'll actually feel more confident. Any of you who study neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, and you know what I'm talking about. So I try to apply that to my lifting. For example, so when I'm lifting, I try not to make the struggle face. So a lot of guys like me, I try to keep a calm face, a calm demeanor. Because if my physiology is strong and confident, then I'm kind of telling my brain, yo, this ain't that hard. I got this shit. It's nothing. But if I'm making the struggle face, then it's like I'm telling my brain, yo, this is hard. I don't know if I can do this. Like this face reeks of confidence and determination. And this is like, I'm not sure if I can do it. It might not work for you, but that's what works for me. That's what I apply it to that when I'm in the weight room. Yo, and on the low, I apply that to the bedroom. All right, check it out. You know when you bust a nut, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you make a struggle face as well, right? So if you're in a situation where you feel like you're about to bust a nut and you don't want to, like instead of all this, put on a confident face, put on a straight face, right? And start breathing, you know, like breathing, taking big, deep breaths, deeper, slower breaths. You don't have to slow down. It might help if you slow your stroke down, but you don't have to slow your stroke down. You might have to at first. But once you'll get to a point where you don't have to slow your stroke down, right? You might be trying to make her get her pleasure, you know what I'm saying? But then you're trying not to bust at the same time, right? You want to blow your load too quick, you know what I'm saying? So instead of doing this, instead of they make a straight face, right? And take deep breaths, and that feeling will kind of subside, right? The feeling like you're about to do it, and you'll be cool for me, because nobody in the history of mankind has ever busted a nut with a straight face. Like just like this and busted a nut. That shit don't happen. So you keep the straight face, but like, yo, one thing, don't let her see you make the straight face. Because you don't want to, unless you are in fact Magneto, you do not want her to see you fucking with that straight face, with the serious face, man. Unless you're a fucking supervillain, you know what I'm saying? She's not expecting that. So keep the fucking face straight until the feeling subsides, and then you can get back into it. And it works the opposite way. Like if like, let's say you're drunk and it's hard for you to bust, you know what I'm saying? Because you've been drinking, make the struggle face, and fucking you'll bust quicker. You know what I'm saying? Yo, motion creates emotion. Your physiology affects your body, it affects your mind, it affects your emotion, it affects everything. So I didn't want to go too off on the section, but when you're in the gym, I mean, I make the struggle face sometimes. Like sometimes the load is too heavy and I can't handle it. I gotta, you know, there's nothing I can do. But I never scream and I never yell, because for me, I just feel like if I'm screaming and yelling, for me, this is not a knock on anybody who screams and yells in the gym. I'm just giving an alternative viewpoint. if I'm screaming and yelling, it seems like I'm out of control. But if I can control my facial expression, if I can control the sounds that come out of my mouth, then I can control the weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just in control of everything. I want to be totally in control. I don't want to be looking crazy. I don't want to be sounding crazy. I don't want to be doing anything crazy. I want to be lifting the weight with perfect form. And I want to tell my mind it's easy. Because if you tell your mind is powerful. If you tell your mind it's easy and it believes it, if your mind believes it's easy, you can lift more, man. Like, heard the story of the grandma who lifted the fucking car to save her grandson. You're capable of more than you think you are. But if you tell your mind it's hard with the struggle face, then, you know what I'm saying, your mind won't believe that you're capable of these things. But if you keep a calm face, then your mind will believe, yeah, I can lift this weight. Oh yeah, I don't have to bust a nut right now. I can keep fucking. Anyway, I hope all this shit helps, alright?